What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build one of the rarest builds in the entire game, and that is going to be the shot blocking guard. Now this build, I'm going to be honest, it's not the best build. It's obviously not as good as some other guard builds that you could make, but it also isn't terrible. It has pretty good finishing. It can guard basically every single position in the game from play shots to post scorers, and obviously the name is so rare. You'll be the only shot blocking guard in every single park you load into, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that is important is you want to make the position point guard. This is obviously a point guard build. Then the name, jersey number, hand, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the skill breakdown, the pie chart right here, you want to go down to the pure defense one here, the pure red one, this one right here. Now don't get too focused on the stats right away because they're going to change so much as we go through the next few slides. But this is the pie chart you're going to want to take right here, pure defense, pure red. Go ahead and confirm that. Now for the physicals profile, you have two choices. The one that I definitely recommend is this one right here, the purple and pink one. So you can get as much speed and as much vertical as possible. Now this build is going to be pretty fast even if you take this one rather than the pure speed one. So I honestly prefer this one. I think it's the better option, but if you think that the pure speed is better for you, if you want to have basically maxed out speed and you're not as worried about vertical, you could take this one. But I think this is the way to go, especially considering the vertical will help you get more blocks, and obviously a main point of this build is its ability to block shots. Obviously that's why it's called a shot blocking guard. So I'm going to take this one right here. Now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, this gets a little bit weird, but just stick with me through this. You do have to have the attributes set up in a pretty specific way to get the name shot blocking guard. So first off, for the finishing right here, you want to max out your close shot, driving layup, and then move your driving dunk up, not quite to max, but to a 78 right here, so you get 7 finishing badges, which isn't bad. And these attributes are going to change a ton, so again, don't get too focused on them right away. Then you want to go down to shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, three-pointer, free throw, and put your post moves up to a 61 right here. So you'll have 5 shooting badges. Now you're not going to be a knockdown shooter with this build, obviously, even though you might be able to make some shots, especially in the mid-range off the catch and shoot. But this build really is more of a finishing build on offense and obviously a lockdown defender. So yeah, it will have contact dunks though for finishing, so you're not going to be useless on offense by any means. You will be able to finish at the rim. You do have to get above 95 overall to get the contact dunks, but that's no problem. Just takes a little bit of grinding. But now onto playmaking right here, you want to max out your pass accuracy and your ball handle just like that, and leave your playmaking just like that. You see you get 9 playmaking badges, which is pretty good. So you are getting a pretty wide variety of badges on this build. But now the defense, which is where this build really shines, and it also gets a little bit weird here. First, for interior, you want to put this up to a 56. Then you want to go down to perimeter, put this up to an 85. Put your lateral up to a 95. Put your steal up to an 81. Then you want to max out your block, obviously, since it's a shot blocking guard. And then you want to put your defensive rebound up right here to a 77, and that will give you those 24 defense badges to go along with your 8 playmaking, 5 shooting, and 7 finishing. But like I said at the start of the video, don't get too caught up on the statistics, or the attributes rather, right now, because they're going to change so much as we go through the next few slides. So then go ahead and click continue. For the body shape, it doesn't matter. This doesn't affect how the build plays at all. It just changes how it looks. So you can choose whichever one you want to have your build looking how you want it, but I'll just put built for this build. You can pick whatever you want though. Now for the height, you want to go all the way up to 6'8". Now this is where obviously the multi-positional defender sort of attributes of this build come in. Like I said, you can guard everything from play shots to post scores with this build. And you can see the attributes on the side, just like I said, they're changing so much. Your close shot goes up a little bit, your driving layup goes down quite a bit, don't worry about that. Your shooting changes a little bit, don't worry about that. Same thing with playmaking, and all of your defense either goes down a lot or way up. So it's really it's a weird build. At first I thought this build was absolutely terrible and I wasn't even going to make the video on it, but as I started to think about it more, there is definitely ways that you could use this build, and it does get even better than this as we go through the next few slides. You'll see. So just go ahead and click continue right here at 6'8". Now for the weight, you want to go all the way down to 185 pounds, but you can actually move it up a little bit here by 3 pounds to 188 right here, and the only thing that changes is your strength goes up by 1, so it's better to have it at 188 pounds than to have it right at minimum weight here. So that's where I'm going to confirm it, 188 pounds. Go ahead, click continue. Now for the wingspan right here, you can just go ahead and max this all the way out to 90-inch wingspan. You can see this gets your driving dunk up, so you'll have an 82 driving dunk. Like I said, you will be able to get contact dunks once you get above 95 overall. So 97 will get you pro contact dunks, and 98 will get you elite contact dunks. And along with your driving dunk going up, obviously a ton of your defense stats going up, so your block gets up to a 92. A ton of your stats go way up, which is really good, especially considering this is a defensive oriented build. So once you have your wingspan like this, go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover right here, tons of personal preference. I don't really recommend the playmaker takeover. I was kind of surprised when I saw that this was an option for the build to take, but I don't really recommend it. I think either the slasher or the lockdown is definitely the way to go. Whichever one fits your playstyle better, that's what I would recommend for you. You know, if you want to be dunking on people, then the slasher is definitely the way for you to go. If you want to be locking people up, then the lockdown defender is definitely the way to go, obviously, and that's the one I'm going to take right here. Go ahead and confirm, and as you can see, boom, shot blocking guard, shades of Spencer Dinwiddie, Malcolm Brogdon, and Ben Simmons. So there we go. Now I'm going to take a quick second right here and show you guys how to put on the badges for this build as well as the final attributes. You can screenshot the final attributes right here if you want to see them, but these are them right here. Boom. Pretty good finishing, not amazing shooting, but like I said, you should be able to shoot mid-ranges off the catch and shoot. Playmaking is really pretty good for a 6'8" build with no playmaking in the pie chart, and obviously your defense is really good all around, as well as your badges and your physicals. Now remember, you do get +4 on all your physicals for the Gatorade boosts, or the Gatorade workouts rather. So these are the final attributes. I'm gonna go ahead and get onto the badges right here. First, for the finishing badges, I think you definitely want to get gold contact finisher, especially once you get the contact dunks unlocked. And then you also want to go down to Slithery Finisher, get that on gold, really good finishing badge right there. And then with your last bronze badge, you can either put it on to Relentless Finisher or Consistent Finisher. It's really up to you, they're both good. I'm going to put on Relentless right here, but you could set that up however you want for the last badge. Now for the shooting badges right here, I think the way to go for this is definitely gold catch and shoot and silver corner specialist, just like that. Since you know you're not going to be shooting off the dribble too much with this build, so these are really the most two important badges for just sitting in the corner mid-range, catching the ball, and shooting. These are the two that you really need, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now for the playmaking badges right here, I recommend just getting quick first step onto gold, unpluckable onto bronze. That's really all you should need it on. And then with these last few right here, you have some options. You could do floor general, handles for days if you're planning on being the ball handler with this build, dimer maybe, or needle threader. But for me, I'm just going to set it up as silver needle threader and gold floor general, just like that, so I can help out my teammates some more. Go ahead and confirm that. Now for the defense badges right here, which is where this build really shines, I think you definitely need Hall of Fame chase down artist. Since this is a shot blocking guard, you got to be blocking all the shots and getting some nasty chase down, so you definitely want that. Then I think getting clamps on Hall of Fame as well is a good investment. Heart Crusher on silver is also a good investment, so you get some negative takeover effects on the opposing team when you do block their shots. Then I like having Interceptor on gold. Rim Protector on bronze is really all you should need. You can put Rebound Chaser up to gold right here to help you get some rebounds, since you do have a really high rebound stat on this build in the 90s. And then with these last 7 attributes right here, if you're planning on setting screens, I recommend getting Brick Wall on Hall of Fame and Intimidator on gold. If you're not planning on setting screens, I recommend getting Intimidator on Hall of Fame. And then with your last 3, you can upgrade Rebound Chaser to Hall of Fame and get Box and Worm, so you'll be able to get rebounds a lot easier. And that's how I'm going to confirm the defense stats right there, or badges rather. And that's also going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I upload daily NBA 2K21 content, build guides, jump shots, tips and tricks, all that. So make sure y'all sub right now. I'm also going to be going crazy on next gen once that drops, with the videos and the streams on Twitch. Make sure you go follow my Twitch as well. The link will be in the description. But anyways, that's going to be it. Peace.